Hi everybody, it's Mark Klose from K-Hits 96. We're here at Weber Chevrolet, and today we're going to go over some of the basic maintenance of a Chevy. We have a brand new 2012 Cruze right here. We're going to talk about proper tire inflation, all here at Weber Chevrolet.
The cheapest thing in the world, another one, when you're buying your windshield washer antifreeze, buy one of these, put it in a glove box. They're a couple bucks. Well worth it. Well worth it. Cheap stuff.
Also, if you have a fever, you can use one of these to check your temperature. Is that correct?
Yes, it all depends on where. Depends on pump.
All right, put her in. We should also mention, too, that when you guys talk about mileage on the side of your cars, tire pressure has a lot to do with the mileage. If you don't have the, it'll kill your mileage.
Absolutely, and tires are so expensive, it's too cheap not to check them. So we get a nice magic number and probably sitting in the mid-30s.
Right a little bit above 30, where she needs to be.
Perfect.
Cap back on?
Always get the cap back on because there's road gunk, there's debris. If it gets stuck in between there, it can cause a small leak. Back of the car, number one guy we need to check that most people overlook is that spare. When you're checking tires, check 5. One cool thing I like to show about trunks, when people open up, and a lot of people, in the back, recently in the news there was an issue about some people being in the trunk. All new cars have this release, and it kind of glows. If it gets some sunlight on it, you can see it. Little kids trapped in there, you're trapped in there, simply pull the pin, the hood, the deck lid opens up, very simple. This is another one that's really easy to do. Our spares in the back. I've got 90% of them do. Some of the performance cars don't, but the average car has a spare in the back. It's a little different than the other cars, other tires, only because this one's of limited use. You can only go about 50 miles on it. Okay. We've had that for quite a while, but it's lighter. You can put it in the car. Everybody's looking for gas mileage, and if I can reduce a few pounds, they do. But the same thing is, we're going to check the air in that one, but this one's going to be a little higher. Because it's going to be sitting probably for longer periods of time. They usually hit 50, 60, something like that. But it's the most overlooked tire, and it's a shame. So
that one's definitely pressured about 50.
Which is fine. That's perfect.
One of the most important things you can do for your new car from Weber Chevrolet is maintenance. And they now have an app that you can get on your iPhone. You can zoom in, it's showing oil and battery. And it's an app that you get right here with Weber Chevrolet. It reminds you about all that maintenance that needs to be done to keep your car running its best.